Hello, so today in this video we are going to talk all about the Sephora VIB sale for 2022, but not only that, I want to discuss some warnings when it comes to the Sephora sale because it's not always the best sale, it's not always the best deal you can get. But sometimes it is, and I'm going to talk to you about that. Share with you some recommendations, of course, and maybe like buy this, not that. Share with you my shopping cart, which we all know definitely needs to be whittled down because there's way too much in it. So if that all sounds good and dandy to you, grab yourself a little cup of JoJo and let's go, boo. So in case you're not familiar with the Sephora VIB sale, I want to say it happens twice a year, usually one in the spring and one in the fall, which is right now the fall one for 2022. There are different tiers when you're a part of the Sephora program, which is free to sign up, but it depends on what you spend in order to get different perks and bonuses. So the first people that are going to be able to access the sale are those Rouge members, which spend quite a bit, and they're going to be able to get 20% off. Here are the dates and details and everything like that. I myself qualify for the VIB membership, so that tier will be 15% off starting on that date, and then going into the Beauty Insider, which you don't have to have any minimum spend to get it. It's free to sign up. So if you want to participate in this, but you haven't shopped at Sephora before, or you've only shopped a little bit and you haven't qualified, you can shop the Beauty Insider event starting on that date for 10% off. Let's talk warnings. I'm not going to make you wait the whole video to find out. I want to start with the biggest warning I have right here, right now, and that is make sure that you are actually getting the best deal, because sometimes the brands themselves are running a better discount than the one that's offered at Sephora. So do a quick little search through, do a little search engine, searchy search, check out if you're buying a certain product at Sephora or you're wanting to buy, do a quick search and see if it's actually on sale, either on their website or other retailers such as Ulta and Beautylish, Beauty Bay. All of those places might be running more competitive deals, especially because they know Sephora is doing it this time of year, you know? So I just want you guys to get the best value for your money. And that is what I do when I'm shopping the Sephora sale. I go through, I add everything to my cart, and then I cross-reference, do a quick search to see if there's any better deals going on at that time. But also beware of shipping when it comes to these independent brands. Sephora usually does free shipping. They have special codes and everything going on. It's really easy to hit that minimum purchase, we all know, but it's a little bit harder when you're shopping from several different independent companies to reach a minimum shipping quota, unless you're filling up like all from Fenty Beauty or something like that. But if you're doing one from Fenty Beauty, one from Patrick Ta, you don't want to have to pay for shipping, because that might actually negate the discount that you're getting maybe higher at that site versus Sephora, where you can get everything all in one. And a little tip I have for you when it comes to makeup sales and beauty sales, follow Beauty Deals BFF2 over on Instagram. They almost post sooner than I get my email sometimes. It is awesome. It is so cool to be able to see all the sales going on at any given time. So check them out. They also sometimes do price breakdowns from between minis and full size. It's wonderful. They are so good. Follow them on Instagram right now. My next little tip is beware of sellouts. If you're noticing a product is really popular and maybe it's a smaller company, say like Patrick Ta, be careful, because they often have sellouts during the VIB sale. Sometimes things sell out during that Rouge time, which is such a bummer for those of us who are not Rouge yet. So be cautious, beware of sellouts. Have like your most wanted items like sorted out in your head, or most wanted gifting ideas sorted out in your head, and beware and be quick to order that if that is the best deal that you want to take advantage of. Other things that I've noticed have almost always sold out during the sale are these exclusive Sephora kits. Those obviously you're not going to find on independent brands' websites. You're going to want to shop those at Sephora. They're the ones that have like a bunch of different minis from a bunch of different brands. I honestly think that there's usually a good value in those. So those are always top of my list, because in addition to getting a good value in those mini sets, you are getting an additional percentage off and you're getting to try new brands. Those are coveted. Those are a good deal to me, and that is something that you need to be careful of. They might sell out really quickly. Also, I've noticed sometimes with certain foundation or concealer shades from smaller brands, like House Labs might be a popular one this year. Sometimes overall they don't sell out, but certain shades, certain popular shades do sell out. So you want to act quick on things like that too. Another buyer beware is holiday end of year sale. If you are shopping the Sephora VIB sale for someone else, you're getting gifting products for Christmas or for Hanukkah or whatever, this won't apply to that situation because you're going to want to gift it for the holidays, right? But beware if you just want to purchase something for yourself for funsies and you love a good deal, the best deals are going to be after the holiday season, which usually any kind of holiday themed product will go down to 50% off. Honestly, during Black Friday, I've seen a lot of holiday sets go to 50% off. So long before, a month before we were doing Christmas, there's already 50% off. Like all the Too Faced holiday every year has gone for 50% off during Black Friday, and honestly has usually stayed that way. So if you see a holiday themed product that you want for yourself, or maybe even gifting, honestly at that point, Black Friday and beyond is usually when it happens. So this 10-15% off won't be your best bet unless you're worried it's gonna sell out. I don't think any of the Too Faced things are gonna sell out, for instance, but some of these products that are limited edition will sell out and you won't see it again. Also, Patrick Ta, I know they sell out every year of stuff and I can never get it for like 2 months. I was waiting last year during the VIB sale to get the brow lamination gel because I go off and on of using that, and that sold out the first night that I wasn't even able to get it, and I think I had to wait 2 months to get it, and then I had to pay full price. So beware of sellouts. Patrick Ta definitely sells out and they take a long time to restock. So if you know what brand is smaller, on the smaller side, you might not want to hold out, because even the Patrick Ta's website was out of that brow gel. Like they're literally out everywhere for that whole time, and they had a lot of sellouts, like that blush palette and everything. If you're interested in getting it, that will sell out probably. My prediction. Basically, you have to have like a top wish list. You will cry if you don't get this and it sells out and doesn't come back. And then like your everyday products that are not limited edition year round, you might be able to get a better deal either currently right now or by waiting a few weeks. Another little buyer beware is just value warning, and that is shopping the mini section at Sephora. If you want to just try like a little something, just know that the value is not there in individual minis. Go with the value sets if you see a couple products that you want to get. That is the best value for you. Just grabbing stuff in the mini section, unless you really want it for travel, you are usually paying a markup to get it in the smaller size. So just a little warning, and that goes for any time of year. This is kind of a warning, kind of a recommendation, kind of a tip, okay? It's not really a warning. But if something is sold out online and you're checking the Sephora app, check and see if it is available at a local store near you where you can do curbside pickup or in-store pickup or whatever, because that happens to me a lot where something sells out online, but my local store has it, and I'm like, woo! Awesome. Now that all the warnings are out of the way, I hope that that was helpful. Let's talk recommendations, this, not that, all of that, my favorite things that I've tried this year, popular things I think that we should talk about, and let's do that. So starting with eyeshadow palettes, I only have these ones that I want to talk about, honestly. If I had to choose right now between these two palettes, which is the Natasha Denona My Dream palette and the new Huda Beauty Empowered palette, these both came out within the last month, I would choose the Natasha Denona My Dream palette any day, all day, and I'll tell you why. It is just more user-friendly. It is beautiful. It is way more user-friendly, and I think too, if you're thinking about gifting ideas, this Dream palette can work for so many different people of different skill levels, of different skin tones. This is my favorite palette from Sephora this year, and I'm having so much fun with it. And it's almost the same price point as the Huda Beauty Empowered palette, and it has some similarities when it comes to color. Of course, the My Dream palette doesn't have the golds like this one does, but the Empowered palette is not gonna be beginner friendly. It is gorgeous, but it takes a lot of finessing. It takes a lot more work. I would consider myself advanced. Like, I know my way around. I've been in the beauty industry for 15 years. I used to do special event makeup and everything, so I know my way around some palettes, okay? And this one is difficult overall. It's fun to play with, don't get me wrong. I have a lot of fun with it, but when I'm in a rush and in my day-to-day, I would grab this one. This one is like, okay, I need to have some time. I can't have my base makeup done because I get a lot of fallout. It just takes a lot of finessing, and it honestly doesn't wear as long as this one. So for me, I would buy this, not that. And I tried a lot of complexion products this year, okay? A lot. And of all the foundations that I've tried at Sephora, these are the three. I have three actually that I'd recommend for different reasons. Instead of the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin, which I thought was very lackluster, I would buy one of these. So first up, let's talk about the new Haus Labs foundation. I have a feeling this is gonna be on a lot of people's lists. If you have dry skin, I did a whole deep dive review video on this foundation, and it is beautiful, especially for these upcoming winter months. If you have a dry climate in the winter like I do, oh my gosh, this is so much more hydrating. I do recommend pairing it with a smoothing primer, something that's gonna help fill in pores, and then you'll have a beautiful finish that lasts a little bit longer. Oily skin, beware, it's very glowy. It doesn't last as long as oily skin. It kind of doesn't play well with the natural oils in your skin. But for dry skin, loving this for a medium coverage, and it is beautiful. I don't predict Haus Labs doing much more of a discount than you'll see at Sephora because they're such a new brand. They're probably gonna just see how it goes this year, and I don't think they have to have a discount at this point. So it's kind of like, why would brands have a Black Friday deal if they don't have to, you know? So for me, if you want anything from Haus Labs, check out the Sephora sale, but of course cross-reference. And it's hard because we don't know what's going to be happening for Black Friday yet, but it's always good to check and see, and maybe you want to hold out. If it's not like a need to have right now, you can always hold out. This is the other one that I want to talk about, and it's the IT Cosmetics Nude Glow CC Cream. I love this because it is multi-purpose and it is, wow, it is gorgeously glowy. It is so beautiful. Again, you'll probably enjoy this more if you have dry skin. I've been keeping my eye out on, because I'm almost like, I have like a third of the bottle left. So I've been keeping my eye out for sales on this product because I will probably snag it as soon as I see a bigger discount. But so far since it launched, I have not seen anything more than, I want to say 15% off, unless maybe you get an Ulta coupon for 20% off or like a 10 off 40. That would be a better deal for you. But right now, if you're wanting to try it out and you're not wanting to wait for a bigger discount, probably the 10, 15, 20% might be the best one you can find at the moment. This foundation I can throw on with my fingertips and it looks beautiful, like a tinted moisturizer. It is stunning. I can use it with a sponge or a brush to get a more medium to almost medium plus coverage, like a little bit more, but it's mainly a medium and a tint. And it's just so flexible, so beautiful, and it doesn't separate on my skin like all the other IT Cosmetics foundations do. Oh, those ones. Ugh. And then the last foundation I want to talk about, because again, I don't foresee this going on much more of a sale on One Size's website because it's pretty new too, and that's the One Size Turn Up the Base BB cream. This one works better for all skin types, even oily skin, because it's more of a matte-ish finish. I'm actually wearing it today and it's pretty like natural matte. I think it's more flexible with the finish with that, and it still looks really pretty on my dry skin. That goes for anything from One Size if you're wanting to try it. I just really don't see them going much more of a discount than that. This is one that I'm not sure if I want to talk about, but I think I should because I love it so much. This is the Jouer Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Pressed Setting Powder, and I have it in the shade Fair because they do have a shade range in it. Mine is all broken. So tragic. I fell in love with this powder, I want to say, yeah, it was after the Labor Day sales, and then I smashed it and I was like, no, but I was able to press it back. The reason why I like this powder so much is because it gives such a luminosity to my skin. That's actually the luminosity that you see over that Patrick Star foundation. It is so pretty. Oh my goodness. So it's hydrating, it's luminosity. I wouldn't wear it for an event because I think it's gonna have a lot of flashback, but I don't care for the day to day. It's so glowy because it has like a actual shimmer in this one that doesn't look too glittery. It just looks really glowy. It's very microfine. Anyways, the reason why I was hesitant to mention this one is because I got this for 30% off during the Labor Day sale. So that was on Beautylish that was having that, and Black Friday Beautylish does do some pretty good sales. I predict Jouer will probably be on sale again because they're just not that popular of a brand at the moment, but Sephora does have it. So if you're really wanting to try it, you can get it for 10, 15, 20% off depending on what discount you land on. Buy this. Not that, okay? These three hydrating, illuminating concealers I all bought within the last couple months. I really fell in love with the Milk, was this Future Fluid All Over Concealer. This is so underrated. I do not hear enough people talking about this concealer. It definitely flew under the radar, but I love it. It's the perfect amount of glowiness underneath my eyes. It lasts no problem. It is a medium coverage, so maybe that's why people aren't talking about it as much. If you're looking for medium coverage that is very flexible with how you want to wear it, this one is the bee's knees, okay? And Milk Makeup rarely has decent discounts on their own stuff, so that's one that I would recommend. These other two that I'm saying no, or just like, it's the Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer that came out recently, and the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Light. For sure not the Born This Way Ethereal Light, because Too Faced just this week was having 30% off everything, and I'm pretty sure this is included. I didn't completely check my cart and add the code and everything, but it's been out for 2 whole months now, which is like 1,000 years in the beauty world. So if you're wanting to try this, go to Too Faced website. Too Faced runs sales all the time, and they are a bigger brand, so just know that. But it's just, I can't like get a handle on if I like these or not, and what this one I'm already so in love with, so maybe if I tried them at different times I would feel differently. No, I take that back. I like the applicator of this one better. This Charlotte Tilbury one is too itty bitty tiny. It's almost like better for spot concealing, but the actual product is not good for spot concealing because it has a radiance to it. These are both, all three of these are going to be very glowy, more medium coverage. The Charlotte Tilbury has a little bit fuller, but still not full. So it's kind of annoying to put under my eye since the little applicator is so tiny. And then the Too Faced Ethereal Light, I do like it, but it's more of a lightweight concealer coverage. So I do like all three of these, but out of all of them, like I said, buy this, not that. Milk Future Fluid, underrated. Now another buy this, not that, and this is just for me, personal preference. I would say buy one of these Hourglass, either Elephant palettes or whichever one works best with your skin tone. For me, being a light neutral, I love the Elephant palette. I have a hard time not using this. I always just love how seamless and beautiful my blush, bronzer, contour, highlight, everything looks when using this palette because it looks so seamless and really, really beautiful. Buy this, not that, okay? Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette, and also not that, the Patrick Ta. No, you can buy whichever one you want. Both of these I was talking about in my anti-haul wish list, which I call my roaster toast. I almost got them, and then I saw that the Charlotte Tilbury is $75. I know this is around $80 too, but something in my head just feels like this is a better value because you get different products. Like you get the bronzer, you get the highlight, you get the blush, you get the, I'm gonna call them blending powders, the ambient lighting powders. You get more versatility with this palette than say the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. That one is gonna be 2 highlighters and 2 blushes. And for me, if you already have the Elephant palette, you're not gonna need that because the blushes look like the same tone. And then the highlighter, other than having a pink highlighter, it's just not for me. And for $75, I don't know. I am constantly disappointed with Charlotte Tilbury products, honestly, where so far the Hourglass stuff, everything has been wonderful, no complaints. And then the Patrick Ta one, again, it's the same thing with like you're just getting a lot of repetition. You have a blush and highlighter palette. Yes, you have different formulas. The top row is gonna be all creams and the bottom is gonna be powders, but I don't know, like if I were to choose between any 3 palettes, this is the one I would get. So Charlotte Tilbury, you know, I keep trying them and they have a lot of misses for me, but there is one product from her that I will recommend, the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I do really love this. This is my second repurchase of this product and you'll see I'm halfway done. And I would buy this, not one of the mini size or the mini sets, because I did the math on it and the full size is your best value. And unless you need to have 2 that you break apart, I would just go with the full size. This setting spray is gorgeous. It helps my makeup to last all day. And I like that it doesn't add dewiness and it doesn't add mattifyingness. It just keeps my base how it is, but it also helps like melt everything together, you know? So if you have like a powdery look, it's gonna help to like melt it. And I like that. So this is the one thing from Charlotte Tilbury that I don't mind recommending. Just know that it kind of smells like Burger King hamburgers off the dollar menu. If you know, you know. It just has like this weird smell to it, but it dissipates. So that's good. You just smell it right when you put it on. I don't know why they make it smell like that, but I love it and I keep repurchasing it anyway. The last product I want to mention is a lip product, and that's from Gwen Stefani's Give line. So listen, buy the red one, not this. This is the nude one. I really like the weird odd shape of this. It is actually working out, so just a little update for you. I actually do like it. I think a time and a place, and I've actually used it a lot and I seem to still have a lot of product coming out still. So it tends to be working out pretty good, even though it's more on the pricey side at around $24. I wouldn't buy the nude one again, and I wouldn't suggest the nude one because it's gonna be very limited on what skin tones it works for. And it also doesn't last that long when you want to use it the way they suggest it, which is typically how I use it. I line my lips and I put on a gloss. It tends to melt off really fast. And I'm sure it's the gloss wearing it down, but it just doesn't seem super long wearing. Now, what I would buy is I would buy this again in the red formula because that's kind of always what I need. When you're doing a red lip, like it takes a lot of concentration and practice, and it's easy to go too far. This lip liner in that red shade seems like the perfect way to get that precise, even lip line and not get too over the top, smudgy, or go too far. So speaking of that one, let's talk about what's in my cart because that one is in my cart. My cart is way too big. I have 8 items in there right now. Oh my goodness, all these Sephora sets. Okay, let's talk about the Sephora sets. The Danessa Myricks Beauty set, that one is a eye kit that comes with the multi-chrome pigment, comes with a liquid one and the flakies. Yeah, that's in my cart. I feel like, I'm surprised those haven't sold out yet, honestly. I feel like it's in everybody's cart waiting for that deal. It's $35, so it's already not a bad price in my opinion. I don't know. I know Danessa Myricks does some sales for Black Friday, but I don't think they're gonna be those sets. I also have the Fenty Beauty Glossy Posse Volume 5.0 Lip Gloss Bomb Trio. It's a gloss bomb trio. Fenty Beauty's gloss bomb trio. That's in my cart right now at $38. You get the 3 different ones. I don't know if I'm gonna get it from Sephora though, honestly. I looked at Ulta and they also have this set on sale, and I think I have a coupon for 20% off. So that for me will be better to do there. So when I'm ready to purchase, I'm gonna take a look around and see, just like I told you to do, I'm gonna be doing the same. I have this in my cart, but Charlotte Tilbury Mini Beauty Highlight Wand Duo Set. I don't know if I'm gonna get it though, because I've just been feeling a certain way about Charlotte Tilbury products. That's probably a whole nother video, but I do kind of want to try it because those are the highlighters that have been super hyped. I had the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk palette in my cart, but when I saw it was $75, I was like, I don't know. So I think I'm gonna take that out, honestly. Oh yeah, I forgot I put this in there. I might grab this too along with the lip liner, the Give Mini Originals lip set, because I don't have any of the other I don't have anything else from the Give line, so now's a good time to try it in the minis. And for me, honestly, like I said, I love those mini sets because they're such a value. And also when it comes to like, say, red lips, I'm never gonna use a whole tube because for me, I don't wear that red lip that often, that whenever I can buy a mini size that has a good value, I go with that. I have so many lip products in my cart right now. I also have the Kosas Mini Wet Set Undress Volume 2 because I found out they are plumping glosses, so that's gonna stay in my cart. I'm gonna grab that for 25 bucks. And Kosas sometimes will do 10 or 15% off, but I haven't really seen them do more than that. The LYS Beauty Cream Blush Trio, I might take that out because I really don't need 3 blushes, and I don't think I like all 3 blushes. So really think about this if you're purchasing for yourself. If you're purchasing for somebody else, it's easy because you know what they want and you get it. But for myself, I'm like, I don't need those 3 blushes because like one I will probably use. So even though it's $20, they sell their regular blushes full size for like $20, right? So I could just get the one that I want. This is kind of like a therapeutic. I'm going through saving money with you guys. Okay, I hope that that was all helpful and you got some tips and tricks when shopping for the Sephora sales. You heed my warnings, you do a quick scan and see if there's any other deals going on. Check out that Instagram account, Beauty Deals BFF2. Let me know down in the comments below what is currently in your Sephora cart. What are you really dying to snatch up? And thank you for sitting down with me and listening to me talk about mine, because I was able to take some out of my cart and I feel a little bit better. Okay, subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on probably a future beauty haul and all my other beauty videos that I post all week long. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye!